Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Amy, and today we are going to have lunch together. A really late lunch because it's 4 o'clock right now as I film. But we're gonna have lunch together, but don't worry, I'm not gonna eat a ton because I know people really hate chewing noises. And not only that, I'm gonna introduce you to some of my friends here that are all Build-A-Bears. These aren't all my Build-A-Bears that I have. I do have more, but this is all I could find in the last minute. But before we start all that, I'm going to put on a bear-themed lip balm. It's a gummy bear lip smacker in the flavor Love You Strawberry Much. Very cute flavor. Alright. I hope you all are having a good summer so far. Hope it's full of fun, ice cream, friends, and good times. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for lunch. And again, I'm just gonna kind of graze at it, not really eat it so much. Alright, so this is my lunch today. I kind of seem to know what bears might like to enjoy eating if they went on like a picnic. We have a peanut butter and honey sandwich, strawberries and blackberries, and goldfish crackers, which, I mean, they wouldn't eat goldfish crackers, they probably eat actual fish. Alright, so I'm gonna take a bite here. So, I didn't mention this, most of the Build-A-Bears I have are from secondhand stores or thrift stores. So, and only one of them that I have currently is from the Build-A-Bear store, and then there's another one from another event that I have. And then I purchased one online that's not really technically mine, but I included him in this video as well. Alright, so I'm going to start with the one that I actually purchased at the store. This is my first ever Build-A-Bear. This is Shelby Bear. I got her in 2005 after Christmas when I was 9 years old. I used all my Christmas money to buy her. She used to have shoes and, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to show that part. She used to have shoes and a cell phone as well. And she's wearing like a, kind of like a 2000s coated, not really a tracksuit, I guess, because there was a skirt. But she's very cute and cuddly. I named her after my dog at the time, Shelby. And unfortunately, Shelby passed away in 2014. My dad always said that this bear looked like a monkey with the hood on. And I didn't want to agree with him as a kid because I was like, you're wrong, Dad. She does not look like a monkey, but she actually does kind of look like a monkey, to be honest with you, with this hood on. We take the hood off. And she just looks like a regular bear. Right. She used to have, because Build-A-Bear, they have sounds. I don't know if you're familiar with Build-A-Bear, but they have like these little sounds you put in the bear. This one used to say, I love you, I love you. But, yeah, because she's almost 20 years old, it doesn't work anymore. And I think now they have where you can put a scent in the bear. Actually, yeah, they do, because a few years ago, my best friend that I worked with at the grocery store and we went to Build-A-Bear. And we had this bear that we would pass back and forth with each other. We'd take it like a month at a time. We named her Vanilla. And she was I think they called her the vanilla pudding bear. She was kind of off-white. But we put a vanilla cupcake scent inside of her. And she had a pajama set that had like cupcakes and donuts and stuff like that on her. So we named her Vanilla. Alright, so. Yeah, and I don't have Vanilla with me to show you, or I would. And that's not something I want to do with James sometime, my husband. I want to go to Build-A-Bear and have like a Build-A-Bear date where we make each other Build-A-Bears. It'd be a cheap date though, like just the bear and probably nothing else. Maybe a cheap outfit if they have anything, because Build-A-Bear is low-key expensive. Alright, so shortly after I purchased Shelby Bear, the local hospital a few towns over, unfortunately, my grandmother was staying in the hospital one time, and I think it was over spring break or something, because I remember going to visit her during the day on a weekday. But there was one day that we visited her in particular, they happened to have a book fair. I don't remember if it was Scholastic or what. I don't think it was Scholastic, because I think they had pretty much every book. It wasn't just kids' books or stuff like that. But, they had a book fair, and my family and I, we looked around a little bit. My dad took my brother and me to look around. My mom was doing something else. And it was around Easter time. And my parents said if I wanted to forgo getting an Easter basket that year to get this next thing I'm going to show you, that was okay. So that's what I did. Alright, this is Trixie Bear. She's named after another dog that I had that passed away in 2004. And she's a little brown bear. They have another bear that they sell at a Build-A-Bear store. It looks like this one. I think I have him somewhere. I named her Trixie Bear after that dog. She's wearing a ballerina costume. She has this little heart that says, I love you. Now on the packaging, it was supposed to like go like this, I guess you could see what it said, but it falls out obviously way too easily, so it just goes in there. She also had a little tiara and some ballerina slippers, but I don't have those anymore. Or if I do, I couldn't find them. But she's a little love bug. She's very cute. She didn't come dressed, so she came undressed. The outfit came with the bear, but it was where you could put it on yourself. And I just love her. She's very soft, cuddly. She was my early Easter gift that year in place of an Easter basket. And I think my brother purchased something else, or my parents purchased him something else there, so he didn't get an Easter basket either that year, which was fine. I mean, that was a fair trade-off, I think. I guess apparently, off subject, but apparently you can eat this part of the strawberry, but I choose not to. And so, getting off subject, just a little, not really off topic, I guess, but in 2006, around the time I got that bear I showed you, McDonald's used to occasionally, they had a Happy Meal that was Build-A-Bear themed, and I had so many of those Build-A-Bears, but I don't have any here to show you. I don't even know if I still have them. But they did that promotion a few times. I think in 2007 and 2009, and they maybe did it after that too. But, I remember 2009, my mom and I went to McDonald's a few towns over, and we got lunch, and then she purchased me all the different Build-A-Bear toys that they had in the Happy Meal, so I was able to just get one meal and then the rest of the Happy Meal toys. Okay, so I showed this one last year in the video. This was one of my Christmas presents to my mom. This is Frosty Snowman. This Frosty Snowman came out in 2005 around Christmas time at Build-A-Bear. And they had where you could buy the DVD. I don't know if the DVD came separately or with him, but they also included the DVD at their store. But when I ordered this Frosty, he came with this pipe. His hat, it automatically comes on him. And he's got a battery pack in him. He was supposed to light up and stuff, but since he's kind of vintage now and a little old, he doesn't light up anymore, but I just love him. If you had the right batteries for it, you could probably make it work, but I'm not doing all that, so. But he's very soft. Okay, so. Sorry. Now the rest of these bears I'm going to show you, they were purchased from secondhand stores. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this. I bought him on eBay for my mom. About $50, so I guess that was a fair price. I mean, it could have been more expensive considering he's vintage. Now, sorry. The rest of these I'm going to show you, they're all from secondhand stores or thrift stores. However, in the 2000s, Target did have a few kind of mini Build-A-Bears that you could buy, and it would come with the stuffing, but the thing is, it would come in like something that was sewn together. It wasn't like they just had the cotton where you shoved it in the bear. So it kind of came in like a little body-shaped thing that you put inside the bear. Although I think I only had 3 of them they were all dogs. And it would come with the outfit, and it would come with like it came with a little book that you would write about your animal, like what the name was, what you guys like to do together, when he or she was adopted or born or whatever. You know, stuff like that. Kind of like the birth certificates at Build-A-Bear. But they had a few of those. I had about 3 of them. I had 3 dogs. I'm pretty sure that was all I had. And in 2010, my dad and I went to Aldi. And they had like a little Build-A-Bear DIY kit, and you can make your own Bearimy, who is the mascot of Build-A-Bear. Who I don't know if he still is, but he was like their unofficial mascot. They have another one, unofficial mascot too, called Paulette, and I'm going to show you her in a minute. But this particular Bearimy, you would sew his front and back end together, and then it had the stuffing, and it had the outfit, and his birth certificate. So my dad and I, we worked on that together, and it's just a core memory I have spending time with my dad when I was 13. And it was actually his idea to buy it. He's like, why don't we buy this and we can make together? I'm like, yeah, that would be fun. I'd like that. So I still have that Bearimy. I don't know where he's at. And I saw the same kind of Bearimy at a thrift store one time, but I didn't buy it because I had it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a fun project. All right, so in no particular order because I don't know who I purchased first. All right. So my dad really loved cows, and he passed away in 2014 or 2015, sorry. But a little while before he passed away, or actually it was about a little over a year before he passed away, in the summer of 2014, he had a surgery. And a little while before his surgery, I actually happened to go to a secondhand store, and they had this adorable Build-A-Bear cow there. I named him Marky Moo Moo, but he used to be my dad's cow until he passed away, and then I decided I would take him. He's very cute and soft, and he's tall. I don't know what my dad named him, but that's what I call him, Marky Moo Moo. Probably it's technically a girl, I guess, but... Okay, so remember the aforementioned Paulette? Alright, this is her. I think I named her something else though, because I didn't know her official name was Paulette. I don't remember what I named her. I think Jenna was her name. So I guess she could be Jenna Paulette. And most of these bears and bunnies and cows and dogs and cats, well not cats, but all these animals I'm going to show you, most of them do not have clothes. They're just going to be kind of naked. So this is Paulette, and I got her, I think, in 2010 or something, or Jenna. I got Jenna in 2010. She's soft. I remember seeing her when I got into Build-A-Bear, and I was like, she looks so soft. Maybe one day I would like to have her, and I have her. And my mom always said that she didn't understand people buying Build-A-Bears, spending all that money on Build-A-Bears, and then sending them to a thrift store. And I was like, yeah, I can kind of say that, unless it was like a parent that was kind of angry at their kid for not cleaning up their room or something, or holding on to too many toys for too long, and then they just threw a bunch of stuff in a garbage bag or a box, and they shipped it off to Goodwill or whatever. That's just a theory I have. I don't know. Okay, and then I think I named this one Stephanie. This is Stephanie. I got her in 2010. She's like a Valentine's theme bear. She has a cute little shirt that says Best Friends Forever, BFF. She's really soft. Okay. And this is Lucky. I bought him in 2011. And he's an older Build-A-Bear horse. I think he's even from like maybe the early days, like the late 90s or maybe the early 2000s or something. I don't know. He looks kind of vintage, but he's cute. I had another horse too. I might still have her. She was, or actually, technically she was a unicorn, I think, because she was like a light purple color. And her tag said Charlie on it, like her little, I don't know what they call it here, but it said Charlie, but it was spelled Charlee. So I don't know if that was the name of the kid who had it, or if that was her actual name. So I don't know. I just called her Charlie anyway. Alright. And this is Rory. I got her in 2010 or 11, I think. She didn't come with the shirt. Another Build-A-Bear that I got secondhand had it on. It's a pink Cubs shirt. I'm sorry if you're not a Cubs fan. I'm not a sports fan either, but in my house, I guess if I had to root for either Chicago baseball team, it would be the Cubs and not the White Sox. Okay. Alright, I think I named this one Abigail. This is Abigail. I think she's got a rattle or something. Or actually, I think it was a sound. And it never worked. She's soft. I got her in 2009 or 10 or 11, I believe. She's pink. I think this was from like their baby line where you can get like a pink bear for a little girl or blue bear for a little boy, I think. I can't swear to it. I know they had another, which I had it as well. I don't know if I still have it, but they had like a white bear, kind of like a polar bear almost, but it would have like a pink nose or a blue nose. And I don't know if it was the pink or the blue bear nose I had, but it sang the Happy Birthday song, so. Well, their version of it. Okay, I think this is Valentine. I think that's what I named her. I got her in 2013. And she's a festive little puppy. She's got pink and red hearts all over her. She's very cute and fun, and I just love her. Okay. And this is one of my favorites. This is Cutie Pie. And I actually had, you remember those Target themed, or not themed, but Target exclusive Build-A-Bear kits I told you about? I actually got the mini version of this one in 2006, and I named her Cutie Pie. And then I found the full-on Cutie Pie sometime in the 2010s, and I decided, I gotta name her Cutie Pie too. So this is Cutie Pie. And I don't know if it's this one or another one I have, but some of the dogs that they made in the 2000s, I don't know if they do it so much now, but I'm like the full-on dogs like this. They had the little magnet in their tongue, and each one had like a little miniature version that had a magnet on a handkerchief. So you put the mini version of the handkerchief and it's on its tongue, so it'd be like it was carrying on its puppy. I don't know if I had this one's puppy or if it was a different one I had, but because I have another dog that looks like this one. I named her Megan, but it's not the same dog that I got at a secondhand store. Okay, and then I believe we're almost towards the end here. This is Hal. Hal was a Christmas-themed reindeer that they sold, or moose. He might be just a moose, actually. I don't think he's a reindeer. But I want to say they had like a DVD or something with him, and this was like their Christmas mascot for Build-A-Bear. And I had a mini version of him too, I think. Actually, no, I don't. I think I'm thinking of the Webkins I had. But anyway, this was Hal, and he's got Christmas lights on his antlers, and he's so fun and soft. And I love him. But, these are all my friends. I didn't really keep track of how many there were, but, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you were a Build-A-Bear fan when you were a kid. And if you had any. I can't lie, I was pretty lost. But, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.